Ladies and gentlemen, dreamers, doubters, overthinkers, perfectionists, and yes, even you, the professional procrastinators sitting in the back, lend me your ears, your hearts, and your slightly nervous energy. I'm here to deliver one clear, simple, slightly uncomfortable truth. Start scared, but start anyway. Yes, you heard me right. Not start when you're ready. Not start when you feel totally confident. Not start once Mercury is out of retrograde, your finances are flawless, your mood is just right, and you've binge-watched 47 YouTube tutorials, listened to every motivational podcast ever made, and completed a crash course in quantum physics. Nope. Start scared. Here's a reality check. No one ever feels 100% ready. Not the people you admire, not the influencers with flawless lighting and daily affirmations, not the folks who post rise and grind at 5 a.m. while you're still drooling into your pillow. That Instagram coach with the perfect grid and the six-pack abs? Scared. The entrepreneur who launched a multi-million-dollar business out of their garage? Scared. Oprah? Okay, she might be the exception, but let's just pretend she was scared too for dramatic effect. You see, fear doesn't mean don't. It doesn't mean wait. It doesn't mean run. Fear is a sign that you care. It means you're stepping into something bigger than your comfort zone. It means you're alive, awake, and about to do something that actually matters. Fear is the brain's way of saying, hey, this could change things. And guess what? That's exactly why you should start. Because starting scared means you're brave enough to grow. Starting scared means you're on the edge of transformation. And when you start scared, that's when you become truly unstoppable. Let's be real with each other for a second. We absolutely love the idea of waiting for the right time, don't we? It's almost poetic. We tell ourselves, I'll start working out on Monday, not today. Not tonight, Monday. Why? Because Monday has magical powers, apparently. Or how about this classic? I'll finally launch my business. Right after I take just one more online course, download 3 more ebooks, and maybe consult a psychic just to be sure. Oh, and let's not forget the fan favorite. I'll go live on social media. Once I fix my hair, lose 10 pounds, adjust my lighting, clean my room, get new followers, and ideally develop the voice of Morgan Freeman. We keep waiting for some grand thunderclap from the sky, a beam of golden light, maybe a chorus of angels harmonizing over our heads, while a deep voice booms, now you are ready. Meanwhile, life's just over there, sipping its coffee, scrolling its phone, shaking its head like, do they know Monday comes every week? Because I don't think they know. Here's the truth. The right time is a myth. It's a unicorn, a mirage, a story we tell ourselves to feel safe. There is no perfect moment, no magical alignment, no ideal set of circumstances where all your fears vanish and everything finally makes sense. That moment doesn't exist. You don't become ready by thinking about it. You don't become confident by waiting. You become ready by doing the thing. You gain confidence by taking action, even if your hands are shaking. The first step doesn't require perfection. It just requires motion. So stop waiting for the stars to align. Stop stalling for perfect. The time is now. The moment is messy, but it's yours. Start anyway. People often say, I just wish I wasn't so afraid. As if fear is some kind of virus they need to cure before chasing their dreams. But here's a game-changing perspective. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is fuel. It's not a stop sign. It's a signal. It's not something to avoid. It's something to leverage. Think about it. Fear doesn't show up when you're doing something meaningless. You're not afraid of brushing your teeth unless you've watched one too many horror movies and your bathroom mirror fogs up mysteriously. You're not scared of watching Netflix or scrolling TikTok for hours. There's no fear in the familiar. But tell me this, what happens when you consider standing up for your dream? What happens when you think about hitting publish on that blog post you've written and rewritten 20 times? What happens when you imagine stepping onto a stage, applying for your dream job, or starting that side hustle? Your palms sweat, your heart races. Your inner critic suddenly gets a megaphone. That's not a bad thing. That's proof that it matters. Let me drop a truth bomb that can shift your entire mindset. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward while fear is in the room. It's taking the leap while your voice shakes, your knees wobble, and your stomach flips like it's riding a roller coaster. Ever seen a duck gliding peacefully across a pond? On the surface, they look calm, elegant, even. But beneath the water, those little legs are kicking like they're late to a job interview. That's most of us. Calm on the outside, chaos on the inside. And guess what? That's okay. Feel the fear. Acknowledge it. But don't let it park in your driveway. Use it and move. Now, I know some of y'all are thinking, okay, but what if I fail? Good question. Let me ask you this. What if you don't? What if it works? What if that book you write changes someone's life? What if your business takes off? What if you start scared? And 5 years from now, you're standing on a stage telling people how you started scared. We spend so much time rehearsing worst-case scenarios, we forget about best-case miracles. But also, yes, you might fail. You might trip. You might post a video and get 3 views. 1 from you, 1 from your mom, and 1 from your dog. Accidental click. But that's okay. Because failure isn't fatal. And it sure as heck isn't final. You didn't fail, you learned. You didn't fall, you launched a future TED Talk story. Let me keep it real with you. Your first time doing anything is going to be awkward. Your first video? Awkward. Your first public speech? Awkward. Your first time introducing yourself as a life coach, entrepreneur, or CEO of my destiny? Extra awkward. But awkward is a sign of progress. If it's perfect, you waited too long. Every master was once a disaster. Every pro was once an amateur. Every legend had to endure the cringe of their day one. And by the way, have you ever gone back and watched someone's first YouTube video? It's like a potato filmed it. The lighting is tragic. The sound is echoing. They're blinking like they forgot how to human. But guess what? They started. Don't wait to be great. Be willing to be awkward. Here's the wildest part. You don't need permission to begin. Not from your parents, not from your boss, not from your 10th grade math teacher who told you you were too dreamy. Forget her. You don't even need permission from the version of you that's confident, flawless, and wears suits for no reason. You just need permission from yourself, the scared, messy, but brave version that says, I'm doing this anyway. Don't wait for the committee in your head to vote yes. Fire the committee. Become the CEO of your life and write yourself a permission slip. Dear me, go do the thing. Some people don't start because they think they have to start big. They want to go from couch to millionaire in 30 days. From 0 followers to verified overnight. From what's a website to I just scaled my online empire. But big things don't start big. Big things start small. A tree starts as a seed. A journey starts with a step. Beyonce started in a girl group. You think she popped out with wind machines and backup dancers? Nah. Start small, start scrappy. Start with what you've got, where you are, because small doesn't mean insignificant, it means strategic. Let's have a heart-to-heart about comparison, because nothing kills a dream faster than looking around and saying, well, they're doing it better. Listen, comparison is the thief of joy, the enemy of progress, and the reason half of us are scared to even start. You're looking at someone's highlight reel while judging your blooper reel. Of course it doesn't look the same. You can't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. You don't know what they went through. You don't know the nights they cried, the times they flopped, or the fact that their first business was a lemonade stand that got shut down by a squirrel invasion. Run your race. Focus on your lane. And remember, you're not late. You're just warming up. Now, I want to get really practical. Think about something you've been putting off. Something that lights your soul on fire and makes your stomach twist in knots. Maybe it's writing that book. Maybe it's applying for that job. Maybe it's starting that podcast, blog, business, fitness journey, or awkward but awesome dance class. Now ask yourself, what would future you say? Would future you say, man, I'm so glad I waited until everything was perfect and I had zero fear before I began? No, future you is looking at you right now like, let's go, bruh. We got stuff to do. Shake if you must, but move. So do it scared. Do it with a tremble in your voice, a lump in your throat, a slight twitch in your left eyebrow. Just do it. Because once you start, something magical happens. The fear shrinks and your courage grows. Let's normalize this. It's supposed to be scary. If it doesn't scare you a little, it's probably not stretching you. Growth lives on the edge of your comfort zone. And yes, that's the same zone where sweat, awkwardness, and occasional ugly crying live. But that's also where you meet your potential. So don't wait to feel brave. Don't wait to feel certain. And definitely don't wait for your armpits to stop sweating. Start scared, be scared, but keep going. Let me tell you why this matters so much. Why this isn't just a feel-good message with a few punchlines. Because your voice matters. There are people out there who are waiting for someone like you to rise up and say something real. To create something bold. To live in a way that gives them permission to live too. Your life is a message. Your journey is someone else's roadmap. Every time you choose to begin even scared, you are telling the world, if I can do this, maybe you can too. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be real. If you remember one thing from this speech, let it be this. Your breakthrough is not behind you. It's not in your head. It's not in your imagination. It's on the other side of action.